Really big thing here today. Hold on, let me make sure we're recording okay. Recording. Okay, it looks like we are. Okay, let me share that screen again. Hold on. Anyway, big thing. We have our new job flow builder complete, at least the first phase of it. They're going to continue to do work on it next week, and I'll get into kind of what our next 2 week sprint is. But anyway, this has been a journey, and it is done. It is so enjoyable to be in here now. So this is live right now. If you go into your CloseBot account, go into job flows, things are going to look like this. They're going to look different. And I want to call a couple things to your attention. Now, if you do a test, start a new session here, you'll not only see the messages pop up here, but a couple things to note. We're going to see the nodes highlighted that it's working on. You're also going to see the source that you're testing on here. It defaults to the first source that you connected, but if you have multiple sources connected, you can click here and select a different source that you want to test with. And this actually creates a fake contact in that account. So as you are conversationally qualifying the lead, if you have objectives where it's updating fields, appointments being booked with appointment booking nodes, those all happen with that fake contact we created in your CRM for you. So you'll know exactly how this is going to behave in production. It pulls from your knowledge base with these sources and all the variables from the source as well. You'll also notice this back button. I don't know if it's working right now. Let me try. Okay, it does work. Um, so you can go back. This one's set up with a custom scenario to detect interest. So as we see here, it detected interest, and then it highlights green all of the different nodes it's done and successfully done, and then blue for the current one that it's on. So here we see it's getting my dog breed and full name. So super cool. We're super excited about this. It's going to make it a lot easier for you guys to build, test, and deploy agents that you trust, that you know are going to work. Um, Clicking the plus here opens up all the logs that we've come to know and love and shows you a brief history of all the different actions that it has worked through. What else? Ending the test session will clean out, will delete that contact that we created in your CRM for you. Also, if you forget to end the session, we will auto clean up any contacts we created in your CRM after 24 hours. So a lot of work has gone into this to make it simple and easy to test. Make sure that these are agents that you trust before you deploy them. So super good job for our dev team. What else was there? Let's see. You'll notice here we have actions, and we have, this one doesn't do anything right now. This is going to be our tools. So I'm going to go into kind of what our next 2 weeks looks like. This upcoming week, we have our front end guy. He's going to be here focused on any bugs that come up from this big job flow builder update that we've done. And there are some other areas that we need to tweak just to make this super dialed in before we move on to the next area. Full stack team and I will be working on the pro job flow templates. So some of you guys who've seen me tease all these templates that I'm making, we're doing a big revision to our template library. So when you click to create a new job flow and select that you want to create it from a template, we'll have about 50 to 60 templates that we'll be rolling out with next week. And the backend team next week is going to be focused on tool use and smart FAQ. The tool use is going to go here. And in addition to nodes, these actions that your AI does sequentially, one at a time, we also want to give it access to tools, kind of like a custom scenario, but custom scenarios are designed to make it jump to a different job flow. Tools are things that it should be able to use all the time. A good example would be, hey, I'm going to give you access to the tool email. And anytime it feels like it should be able to send an email, it's going to draft up the email on your behalf and it's going to send it to the customer. Good example, typically when you'll have an email node, the AI likes to say, hey, can I get your email address so I can send you some details about our plans? And people are like, oh, yeah, sure, here's my email. And then an email doesn't get sent. This will allow it to actually see that it intended on sending an email, draft the email based on your knowledge base, and send it to the customer. We'll come out with more tools, but email will be the first one. And the team is going to start, the backend team is going to start working on that next week. Smart FAQ is the ability for your AI to see areas where it doesn't know the answer and add them to a special area of your knowledge base that'll have a list of questions that you or the business owner need to go in and answer to fill in gaps in its knowledge. The week after next, we'll do the front end for the Smart FAQ and the tool use and really tie this all together and be ready for the summit that next week. Okay, you guys enjoy the new testing portal, the new job flow area. Go in and see how beautiful your job flows look now. You might have to tighten some things up because this saved a lot of space doing it this way, but it is so much better.